One of the biggest arguments for the case of organized religion in America is the myth that human morality comes from Judeo-Christian values. This is simply not true. The first ever human civilization was ancient Sumer in Mesopotamia, and the Egyptians, Mesopotamians, and Greeks all established social norms and guided behaviors. Yes, there was religion entwined in a lot of this, but these were not Judeo-Christian religions. These were pagan traditions. And it didn't take these pagans very long to figure out that the pyramids got taller faster when you passed a brick to your coworker instead of smashing him over the head with it. Moral codes of conduct were developed by the first people groups because certain actions created more life while other actions destroyed it. As the collective consciousness rose, as well as the collective IQ, humans began seeing patterns. Both the universe and humanity seemed to be flowing best when operating in accordance with certain universal principles. Some thoughts and actions led to rewards and expansion. Others led to disaster and chaos. Philosophers, gods, and kings were the first to organize and communicate ethics and universal law through a number of works published throughout human history. Much of my worldview has been shaped by Hermeticism and the Kabbalion, which comes from the Emerald Tablets attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. In Egypt, he was Thoth. In Greece, he was the god Hermes. To learn more about Hermeticism, you can watch my video, The 7 Hermetic Principles of the Kabbalion. The ancient Greeks were the first to extensively write about universal law, ethics, and morality. Much of this is found in the work of Socrates, who believed that ethical behavior was essential for human happiness. His student Plato continued in his footsteps and wrote in great detail about the nature of justice. Plato is perhaps best known for his famous work, The Republic, which explores the idea of a just society where each individual contributes to the greater good. Aristotle, another Greek philosopher, developed the golden mean concept, which suggests that ethical behavior involves finding a balance between extremes. Epicurus introduced the importance of happiness and pleasure, and the Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature and developing personal virtue. Notice how the human race progresses whenever we express our thoughts. When we speak with each other instead of at each other, we collaborate, and the work builds upon itself. The universe is always expanding, so is the human mind. If you tap into that attitude of consistently and continuously expanding, you are riding the vibrational current of how the universe creates and how the universe grows. It's always creating, it's always expanding. It is a lie and scam that there is some final destination for you to reach. There are only milestones which unlock the journey to the next milestone. Your mind was designed to be in a constant state of expansion, just like the universe, but we were conditioned to think that the journey was meant to be the hell we must endure before walking through the pearly gates of whatever that place heaven is in our mind. On the contrary, the journey is a game you play, and the spiritual practices you implement along this journey condition your mind, body, and soul to fall in love with the game. And it just so happens that when you fall in love with the game of life, winning becomes much easier and in many cases automatic. When you detach from results and are playing from a place of unconditional love, you are moving into the vibrational frequency of flow. Flow is your God state, and whether you know it or not, you have probably experienced it. You feel wonderful, through-the-roof confidence, cracking jokes, saying all this smart shit, productivity's never been more fun, things are just moving, and time is not even a concept. If there were such a thing as a flow pill, everyone would be on it. And though there are many substances that will drastically alter your state of mind, genuine flow is a dance between you and the universe. So then, how can you start this dance? And how can you start this dance on command? Well, let's take actual physical dance as an example. A professional ballerina could enchant us all on a whim with an impromptu sequence of graceful movements. A professional can just start dancing with no music and no plan, and it'll look great. There's nothing magical about that. Professionals in any craft simply put thousands of hours into practice. They have restructured their mind, body, and soul to the point that performing becomes like breathing. When performing is like breathing, you are fully present in the moment. You're not wondering if you're doing it right. You're not thinking, does my body language look awkward right now? No, you are living into this moment. Repetitious plie-ing and pirouetting conditions a ballerina to be a channel for dance flow. Repetitious meditation and ritual conditions a human mind to be a channel for life flow. I received a few requests to make videos on my meditations and rituals, and I would love to start sharing those with you, so I will. Firstly, transparency is very important to me in all things, but especially with deep spiritual topics like this, because this is serious stuff. We are talking about some of the deepest human concepts that have been around forever. It pulls up a lot of fear in people because you are unlearning a lot of what you once knew, and you are relearning things that your ego is scared of because your ego doesn't like change. And so there's a lot going on, and I think it's helpful for everyone if we're all open and honest about our journeys and what we're doing, because that's how we get closer to the truth. When I was starting out on this journey, I felt a lot of fear because a lot of the practices that were speaking to me were from a book called High Magic by Damien Eccles. And I grew up Christian conservative and wasn't even allowed to watch Harry Potter. So for the first 27 times I opened this book, I had this weird voice in the back of my head tapping me in the balls saying, "You're gonna go to hell." I didn't, at least not yet. And I will show you some of the things I do if you are interested. No full out here that I practice this all the time. I research it all the time, and I'm constantly speaking about it. Those are my qualifications, okay? So if you're looking for a guru, I'm not a guru, and I'm not a self-help millennial life coach. So I'm just a person who's using stuff that's been around for a long time. It's greatly working for me. I'm a performance artist, and I like expressing this stuff in a fun, creative way. If you get something from it, fantastic. And so my next videos are gonna be a few of my meditations and rituals that I do. Stay tuned for that if you are interested in seeing that. See you next video. Thank you for watching. That is all.